think one of the things is this is a Marvel movie that I've loved more than most recently, and it's one in which they didn't really mention the multiverse because I've mentioned it before and how much I hate the multiverse and, and how much I think the multiverse is bad storytelling and it's just going to lead to everything eating itself. And I feel like in this, so the film is called Thunderbolts with an asterisk on it, right? And the asterisk is for a reason. It's because there's this whole running joke through the whole thing. They're like, oh, we're a new team. What are we going to call ourselves? And everything. Like, the reason why they get called the Thunderbolts is quite funny. It's totally different from why they call the Thunderbolts in the comic. But it's quite funny why they do it. But the asterisk is kind of like, it's a name holder. And it's been speculated, and it's not much of a spoiler to say, by the end of the film, like, they're given a new name. This team is given a new name. And it's so because they finally sort of like settle on a name that isn't Thunderbolts, and like I don't think it's a spoiler to say that because it's been speculated as everywhere. If this is a spoiler for you, I'm sorry. And I am not that the new name that they're given. I'm not on board. I'm not on board because the new name they're given. It tells me, and I said for ages that Marvel is going to copy the comics, where eventually it'll get to a point where it will become big, it will become unwieldy, and there's not much you can do with it. There's not much you can do with it, and then you're going to just have to burn the whole thing and start again. And I feel like the name that they gave them is for me is a symptom of that. That okay, as much as I like this film, as much as it shows Marvel focusing in again, this thing is becoming unwieldy. It's becoming unwieldy, it's becoming big, because that's what happens in the comics. You just make more stories and more stories and more characters and more characters, and then it becomes too unwieldy and you're like, nobody knows what the hell's going on. Let's start again. And I feel like that's just the natural place for this shared universe and for Marvel because they have so many characters and so many stories. Having said that, I really did enjoy this film. But so Sean, how many stars would you give this?
I'm